Every dawn, many people start the day by consuming foods that appear to be healthy choices. But what if I told you that, in fact, these same foods could be slowly compromising your health? The most alarming thing is that these dietary mistakes become even more harmful after the age of 60. Are you at risk? Stay tuned and watch until the end, as the last food mentioned could be the most harmful, and avoiding it now could mean a future with much more energy and well-being, instead of serious complications. Often, that sacred moment of breakfast, which should be about nutrition and body care, ends up becoming a masked villain. Choosing something you believe to be beneficial may, in reality, be silently sabotaging your health. This happens more often than you might think, especially in old age. Options that at first glance seem normal and harmless can raise blood pressure, overload the kidneys, and even favor the emergence of chronic diseases that could be avoided. The most worrying thing is that this problem is rarely discussed. We spent years trusting packaging, advertising, and promises of ultra-processed foods without asking ourselves about their real effects on our bodies. As the years pass, metabolism changes, organs require more care, and nutrition becomes a decisive factor for quality of life. Unfortunately, many only notice this damage when the effects have already manifested themselves, whether during medical appointments or unexpected health complications. Think about that common example. How many times have you chosen something practical for breakfast, like a bagel with butter, or even prepared a super quick meal, thinking that that option wouldn't hurt? Perhaps you have also resorted to the famous box juices, believing you are ingesting something natural and beneficial, but which, especially after 60, can have serious consequences, many of which take a while to appear. It's like stacking decades of bad eating habits until suddenly the impact becomes unsustainable. Let's start by talking about one of the biggest enemies: foods with high sodium content. Sodium is necessary in our diet, but after age 60, consuming too much of it can be extremely harmful. An example is industrialized oats. When looking at the packaging of an instant oatmeal product, many people think they have made a healthy choice, but they do not always realize that these products tend to contain a significant amount of additives, including sodium. A simple packet can already exceed the recommended level for a complete breakfast. And that's not even counting the salt naturally present in bread, sausages like ham or cheese, which together form a real salt cocktail, straight to raising your blood pressure. This was the case of Miguel, a 72-year-old man, who, by modifying his habits, swapping instant oats for traditional cooked oats and reducing salt, managed to improve his blood pressure and alleviate kidney overload. It's not just excess sodium that needs to be avoided. Preservatives present in processed foods are also a big problem. Frozen products, for example, can contain preservatives that aggravate joint pain and digestive discomfort. The body, especially after the age of 60, processes these substances more slowly, which can cause chronic inflammation that, over time, worsens conditions such as arthritis, damages the heart, and even affects memory. Therefore, it is essential to choose carefully what you consume first thing in the morning. After all, no one wants to start the day with an inflamed body, right? Another critical point concerns drinks labeled as healthy and promised especially for the elderly. You've probably come across those morning drinks packed with claims about vitamins and minerals. But are they really beneficial, or are they just masking reality? Many of these drinks contain artificial sweeteners and other chemicals that, despite not having pure sugar, can cause long-term problems. Gabriela, a 68-year-old woman, reported that she felt inexplicable tiredness even after consuming these drinks, which actually left her digestive system sensitive and contributed to bloating and discomfort. When the body needs real energy to face the day, an inadequate diet in the morning can be compared to filling an old car with inadequate fuel. Inevitably, the engine starts to fail. The choice of foods, therefore, determines how your body will function in the present and in the future. You may wonder, what can I eat for breakfast to avoid these problems? The answer is simpler than it seems. Small changes can already generate big results. Options such as traditional oats, prepared the night before, preserve nutrients without adding sodium or preservatives. Combinations of fresh fruit with natural yogurt offer vitamins and probiotics that benefit intestinal health. And a slice of wholemeal bread accompanied by avocado puree is an excellent choice, as avocado provides healthy fats that provide energy and prolonged satiety. These are simple substitutions, but they can transform not only your morning, but your entire well-being. After all, it's about living better, not just longer. However, there is a silent enemy that often goes unnoticed: sugar. Have you ever thought that orange juice, even though it is considered healthy, may contain more sugar than a soft drink? Or that flavored yogurt and cereals that promise heart benefits can be loaded with sugar, comparable to that of a dessert? Consuming foods rich in sugar first thing in the morning causes a rapid rise in glucose levels, followed by a sudden drop, which can result in tiredness, irritability, and early hunger. This vicious cycle, which wears down the pancreas and overloads the metabolism, is directly related to an increased risk of diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Many believe they are following label recommendations, but companies often mask sugar with names like glucose, fructose, sucrose, or corn syrup, making it difficult to identify what is actually being ingested. The tip is, choose to sweeten naturally whenever possible. Cinnamon, for example, not only enhances the flavor of food, but also offers antioxidant benefits. Fruits such as berries and ripe bananas can naturally sweeten preparations, eliminating the need to add refined sugar. Another common breakfast mistake is consuming bad fats. Eating foods high in saturated fats can make digestion difficult and cause inflammation, especially for those who already face joint or heart problems. Frying eggs in butter or oil early on, without considering the consequences, can be harmful. Saturated fat increases inflammation and can even interfere with the effectiveness of medications, such as those to control blood pressure. Instead, choose alternatives such as boiled or poached eggs, as well as combining them with a slice of wholemeal bread and mashed avocado, which bring fiber and good fats to the body. Reflect. By choosing smarter food choices first thing in the morning, you activate a positive response in your body. Energy increases, well-being becomes noticeable, and you feel prepared to face the day lighter, both physically and mentally. Every small change, replacing a sugary cereal with traditional oats, swapping butter for avocado, or opting for lemon-flavored water instead of processed drinks, is an investment in your health, ensuring a future with more vitality. And remember, changing does not mean giving up pleasure, but rather making conscious and intelligent choices. The natural sweetness of fresh fruit, the robust flavor of well-prepared oatmeal, or the creamy texture of avocado can be just as satisfying as processed products, but without the harmful effects. The way you see food changes your entire perspective. Each meal can be the starting point for a better future, full of energy to enjoy the moments with the people you love and to accomplish what really matters. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. This support is essential so that we can continue bringing quality content to you.